So we are at Chain of Rocks Park. It is located on Riverview Drive, just south of 270 in North St. Louis County. There's a whole history behind this park and the bridge that's attached to it. One of the most interesting things about this park is that it is new. It was just opened in 2024. It's got biking paths, it's got a pavilion that you can rent, it's got portable restrooms, water fountains, seating, and very significantly a guardhouse. And that was in response to concerns about safety. So it is a real gem now. It looks beautiful. Parking lot is beautiful. Everything here is beautiful. And we are going to spend a little time here walking through the park, and most importantly, the most important part of the park. One interesting part of this park before we move on is that it is part of the Great Rivers Greenway, which is a series of trails throughout St. Louis. One of those trails runs from this park at 270 in Riverview for almost 11 miles all the way to downtown St. Louis. So you could park just north of the Martin Luther King Jr. Bridge, and you could bike 11 miles north and end up here. So we are at the old Chain of Rocks Bridge. It is a bridge that was built in the 1920s, 1927, I believe. And it was built as a toll bridge to get from Missouri to Illinois and back. It operated until I think the 1960s, when it was replaced by the new Chain of Rocks Bridge, which is now part of Interstate 270, and itself was demolished and is being replaced in 2025 by the new Chain of Rocks Bridge.
Of course, you can hear the traffic on that bridge.
Yeah, off to our left, when we come out of the trees, you'll see it. It is a Saturday, so there's actually a little bit more foot traffic than you would see on a weekday.
There's the current 270.
Sure is. That is the new Chain of Rocks Bridge, which is under construction over there.
And we've got wildfire smoke drifting from far away, and it's obscuring the view today, but there's downtown St. Louis.
You can kind of see downtown St. Louis up there.
It's very hazy today.
Yes. Yeah, there's Canadian wildfire smoke that has descended on St. Louis, and it obscures the view a little bit.
I think the air quality is actually maybe a little better today than it was yesterday.
I think so.
Yesterday was an air quality alert day.
Yes. But yeah, if you look out on the horizon, you can see St. Louis, the rough outline of downtown.
Route 66 sign up here seems new.
It's been there. I think the last time we were here, I think there was that sign. So you have that sign, and they had like some of this art here too as well. It was kind of set up.
Yeah, I don't remember that big sign.
got the Mississippi River on both sides, and a nice breeze, actually. That's one of the hallmarks of this particular walk, too. You're kind of elevated. That can be good or bad depending on whether you want to be cooler or not. We came here in the winter, a few days after it had snowed, and there was a sheet of ice on parts of the bridge because it's elevated like that. Makes it a little...
Both ends of the bridge
Both.
were ice covered, but the middle of the bridge was clear.
Correct.
So if you were able to pick your way over the ice
Yes.
at either side of the bridge,
Yes.
you could get up here and have some nice views.
Yes.
And then, of course, you had to pick your way back over the ice to get off the bridge.
Yeah, and picking your way back over the ice is not fun.
There were a lot of people out here that day, too. I think people had cabin fever
I think you're right.
after the snowstorm. So people did it. They would hang on to the hand railing on the side of the bridge and kind of slide,
Yes.
carefully step across the ice.
And that was us.
That's what we did. Of course, you can see the rougher water out to the right. That is actually the chain of rocks. It's literally a string of rocks that goes across the Mississippi.
And you also,
Create some small rapids there.
yes, which are visible from up here.
Yeah, you can't really see rocks, but you can see the rapids
Right.
that the rocks create.
You also famously have the water towers that you'll see at different points here. Those were pumps for water treatment, I don't know, 150 years ago. There have been a few people that have gotten access to go and view it. But the general public cannot go into one of those. So if you want to see it, you'll just have to Google it.
We're coming up on the bend in the bridge here.
Yeah, this is a 22-degree bend in the bridge, closer to the Missouri side. I had read that reportedly it's narrow enough that two tractor trailers could not actually cross it at the same time.
I think I've also read that the bend exists because of the rocks off to our right.
So the rocks made it impossible to build the bridge.
Yeah, so they had to turn it.
Okay. That makes sense. Because you think, why else would you have
Why would you
a
put
bend
some
like that?
random turn in a bridge in the middle of the bridge?
Gonna turn around for a second and let you see the bend. It's kind of in stark relief when you look at it from the other direction. Have a second water tower there on our right. You can kind of see it as we pass by. And the continuing construction as of mid-2025 on the new chain of rocks bridge. Like I said, they replaced the bridge we're on with a bridge in the 60s. But then the 60s bridge fell into disrepair. It was not a fun bridge to drive across. And they constructed an alternative, which is this one, which is in the process of being finished up. You can see that they are hard at work. Those are binoculars, is that right?
Yeah, viewing scopes.
Viewing scopes.
Whatever you want to call them. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's just a single viewing hole,
Okay,
and there's a knob to turn to adjust the focus.
okay.
parking down here on the Illinois side.
That's not the parking for Chain of Rocks.
No.
It is actually near the parking lot, though. So
That may be a fishing spot.
It
I'm
kind
not
of
sure.
looks like it. It's quite the story to see this being used as a spot to walk. For a long time, there were concerns about safety on this bridge. The National Park Service would actually, on their website, issue warnings saying don't park on the Missouri side because there are like smash and grab people who will go and poach your car. A little less concern on the Illinois side, but they, still lock your vehicles up. And around 2021, Great Rivers Greenway purchased the land, got $1 million, or maybe a little bit before that when they purchased it, but they got a $1 million grant in 2021 to build the parking lot on the west side, on the Missouri side, and also make some security upgrades, including a guardhouse and and surveillance cameras and some other things, and it makes it a lot safer. And you can see that in the crowds that you see here now. Like, it's a much more popular place to walk because it is seen as a safer place to walk.
Parking lot on the Missouri side today was pretty bustling.
It was pretty bustling. You can see the Illinois end. Last time we came through here, we couldn't get down there because it was just a sheet of ice. It is a really nice day out. It's not often that you are in early August and the temperature is 75 degrees in St. Louis.
The heat wave is broken.
It is broken for a little bit.
For now.
It's an unusually mild day for St. Louis in August.
We still have a good 2 months of hot weather.
Oh, sure. And off in the distance, you can see the Illinois side.
I remember you actually walked through the woods for quite a while you're still on the bridge on the Illinois side.
Yes. Getting to the Illinois side is a little different than the Missouri side. The Missouri side parking lot is right off of Riverview Drive. It's very easy to get to. You take 270, get off at Riverview, go south, and it's literally the first turn on your left. You
can see it from 270.
You can see it from 270. It's very easy to get to. The Illinois parking lot, you get off at Illinois 3, which is Lewis and Clark Boulevard, and you go south, and it is the first right there on Lewis and Clark Boulevard. So you turn right away, but then you have to go for a while along some kind of narrow roads. You wind your way across a canal bridge onto Chateau Island, and it eventually dead ends at this little parking lot.
The bridge you cross to get to the Illinois parking lot, I believe, is one way.
It is. I think
lane.
The canal bridge, I think, is a one-lane bridge.
I think there's a traffic light there, and you have to take turns.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it's a long bridge, and you come up to a stop, and there's a light. And the light, you have to wait for it, and then
wait for oncoming traffic
to clear out,
get off the bridge.
and then you hustle it across the bridge.
Yeah.
I remember that. It's good for biking and for walking.
Yeah.
You can do both.
It's going uphill a bit too, so you're gonna feel some burn.
Yeah, you get a little exercise.
Right.
It's a gentle slope. It's not a steep grade, but you do get a little exercise, especially if you are biking.
I do like being up here on the bridge and having the woods all around us.
It's pretty scenery.
It's pretty.
As I said at the beginning, it's about a mile to cross the bridge. It's going to take us like 16, 17 minutes, depending on your pace. And of course, it's a mile back. So if you choose to take this bridge, it's certainly a great walk. Be prepared for 2 miles.
It's not a hard walk, though.
It's not a hard 2 miles. It's flat and paved. I mean, it's bridge. It's also wide. If you don't like heights, you might be a little unnerved by it. It does have, like, I will say the rails on the side are tall.
I don't like heights, and it doesn't freak me out.
Nope.
But I know other people who don't like heights, and they don't care to walk on it.
And, you know, it is a wide, I mean, it was built as a 2-lane road for cars. It doesn't really always feel like it. It feels kind of a little narrow. I'd be a little nervous driving my car across this, passing other cars, but...
It's definitely from a different era.
Yes. But the upside is that if you're a walker and you're not a huge heights fan, you stick to the middle. You're not really close to the edges. I think it helps a little bit. It is a piece of history too. A lot of times bridges like this just get demolished. And here you are, you have this bridge, which was part of...
Supposed to be demolished in like the 70s, I think.
And then did somebody come in?
They were gonna use it for scrap metal or something, and then something happened and they kept it.
Yeah, I feel like somebody came in and bought it and turned it into like a walking path for a while, but then it's changed hands a few times over the years. That sounds right, that there was some question. It was originally part of Route 66, the old Route 66, and it started as a toll road, but evolved into a bypass actually for St. Louis. So if you were driving through St. Louis, but you didn't want to drive through downtown, you could take this toll bridge and it would take you north of the city and help you get through the St. Louis area without having to drive through downtown St. Louis. That was its big benefit in the mid-20th century. Of course, once 270 gets built, its own bypass, it kind of makes this sort of outdated. This bridge just wasn't needed anymore. I seem to remember reading that there was some dispute too between the Missouri and Illinois sides about tolls. That like Madison wanted to keep tolling it, and I'm not sure if Missouri did or wanted to toll at the same rate. So we're coming out now on the Illinois side, which has got its own flavor to it, actually.
There's a fun little interactive.
There is. So you got
It plays music. You can press buttons.
Yeah, I remember that. So you've got a little interpretive display here as you come out. And then you've got kind of a round parking lot here. And then you've got the bridge going the other way. So there you have it. That is the old chain of rocks bridge from end to end, from the Illinois side back to the Missouri side.